Hello, hope everyone is doing well today. I want to make a quick video. I don't want to ramble on too much, so please stop me if I start rambling. But you can't because it's already recorded, it's going to be uploaded, and nothing you can do. Sorry about that. But I'll try to keep you engaged as much as I can. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody in the truth community. I don't hate truth community, the idea of it, truth seeking on the internet. But quite frankly, the whole damn thing to me seems like a psyop. Yeah, is there some things that you can use? Is there some stuff that, is actually going on in reality here? Of course, absolutely. I would say most of those things are happening in one sense or another. But what does it do to you? Does it empower you? Does it make you a better being, or does it make you worse? Does it make you more paranoid? Just more skeptical of everything in situations where, the skepticism, does not need to apply. Does it really take advantage of you? It can be very costly to spend so many hours, days, years researching these things, watching videos, other people's opinions, what they have to say. But specifically in more of like the spiritual communities, such as like the Soul Trap, for instance, very negative. Ooh, I said it, negative. Well, you know what? Truth is truth. Truth can't be negative, but they kind of take it to a whole nother level, right? Where they become extremely paranoid. They point fingers at people. They point fingers at everything, and they never point the finger at themselves. They never take responsibility for their actions or how they think, because nobody can control your mind, only you can control it. I think, or no, I really know this, that we as humans, these eternal spirits that are occupying this human vessel, have tremendous abilities and tremendous power that goes far beyond what we can imagine. You would literally shit your pants if for 1 second you could see just a fraction of the power that you hold within you. It would be shocking. So we have tremendous ability. But that gets suppressed. That gets suppressed in the Soul Trap community because they don't talk about your abilities. They don't talk about how powerful you are, how powerful your mind is, your essence, what you can achieve here. And I don't mean money and dollars and all that, and nice, houses, a yacht. I'm talking about your ability to see through walls, to see through mountains, to see things that you don't see currently right now, to feel things you don't feel right now, to be able to tap into the quote grid a little bit better. Okay, I think we are so blinded right now. And the other thing about the Soul Trap is that, hey, the thing is, this place is like, shows us that we do have a lot of power and that they're afraid of us, basically, because they spend so much time and effort suppressing our abilities, suppressing our minds, using frequencies, using all types of propaganda, showing us in movies, someone who might be standing up for themselves, or someone who stands up for what's right, they end up getting punished, right? So then you think, oh shit, if I stand up for what's right, I'm going to be punished like that guy. I'm going to be crucified like Jesus was. It's all just a program that you accept in your mind as true, and then you live that out in your reality. Okay? The amount of effort they put into controlling our minds. The government means mind control, for crying out loud, in Latin. So they control our minds. And the Soul Trap does the same thing. It makes you feel that you don't have any power, you're a puppet on strings, you're being controlled while you're here, and that if you don't learn who you are, and it's very vague of what that means, you will be reincarnated back here, or you'll be recycled back here. You'll have to do it again. You'll get your mind wiped. Okay, and then maybe the next incarnation will be even worse. So they put all this shit in your head. And with that shit in your head, guess what? You can't access the power that you have within you. It's blocked. There's a barrier. That's why they put all that darkness out there. That's why there's all this darkness in the soul trap. It's to take you away from who you really are and your abilities that you can showcase right here, right now. But no, they'll just say like, well, when you die, just go into the void. Or when you die, just walk away and just don't even acknowledge these evil forces. And I'm not going to say those things are like off limits. I'm not saying that you shouldn't make your own choice. I'm not saying that at all. But like, how about we get out of here before we die? How about that? How about we get our power back, or some of it, so that we can have a different conversation? So that we're not talking about the same things over and over. Well, when you die, you got to build a force field around you so that nothing will penetrate. And then just, abracadabra, you're back home. How do you know that's going to work? Why don't you spend your time now going within, looking deep, stretching your mind, using your mind, working on your imagination so that you won't have to be in that situation to guess what's going to happen to you. Work on it right now. Stop wasting your time watching these gurus, these soul trap gurus, these spiritual gurus who really don't want anything but your money, your attention. And for all I know, they probably don't even have a clue what's going on anyway. Okay, and they're just doing this for money. So that's really all I have to say. Can we move mountains? Do we have that ability? Well, you know what? Maybe we do. I think we probably do. But does that mean everybody has to see the mountain disappear? No, you're the only one who's going to see it, and that's all that fucking matters. All that matters is that I move that mountain, or I see through the mountain so I can see what's behind it. So then I can make a decision. Do I go north, south, east, west? Do I want to change directions now? Because what's behind that mountain ain't good, right? Being able to see through walls, see through things. And we're all fucked in the head. Because I know some of you, and it popped into my head, it's about seeing through a fucking bathroom door. No, I'm not talking about seeing through a bathroom door, okay? Or seeing through a shower curtain. I'm not talking about that. So get your mind out of the gutter. Nobody else has to see what your power is, and you don't have to be accepted by others. You don't have to be believed by others. You're on this, you're in this, you're on your own, is what I mean to say. You're on your own. So the last thing I'm going to say is, I left a post recently, which was the 3 ingredients to success, or to accomplishing what you want, getting what you want. And I do that stuff sometimes. I will make posts to trigger people. I will make posts to make people think. I find it hilarious. I find it extremely funny when I make a post like that, and I just know what people are thinking. Oh my God, that's so new age. What happened to him? Oh my God, someone got to him. He's going mad. He can't handle the truth. He can't handle all the darkness and all the negativity. So he's going to just, now he's watching all these soul trap, now he's watching all these New Age channels. Well, no, I'm not watching New Age channels. The post that I made is 100% true. And if you'd like to debunk it, go right ahead. Leave in the comments why it's not true. It works every time. Okay? The problem is most of you just don't want it bad enough. Or you don't have enough confidence that it will be achieved. You're striving for something that's not worth striving for. You just don't give a shit. That's why you don't get it. Because you don't care. So yeah, I'll leave posts sometimes just to kind of piss people off in a sense. Make people triggered. Because I don't give a fuck what you guys think. Oh, he's New Age, and I don't care. It doesn't matter to me what you think if you're not going to watch, more than one video and you want to come to a conclusion of what I am based on one video or one post. Go right ahead. The point is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's a lot of truth in all these fucking subjects, these topics. They all have truth. And the truth is, you're not going to find what's important. You're not going to find your true self. You're not going to increase your abilities and your power. You're not going to be able to move that fucking mountain unless you find yourself free from the darkness,